My boys, Bandai is finally, and I mean finally, starting to actually learn when it comes to some of their mistakes that they make with games that they do release and seem to release fairly quickly and lazily at the same time. Because as you see in this tweet right here, it says, Bandai Namco has revealed that it recently canceled 5 games, saying it plans stricter quality control in the future. This right here is absolutely amazing news, not in the sense that 5 games are getting canceled, but in the sense that they are planning to have stricter quality control guidelines for their future games, and that means future anime games at the same time, because I truly do believe that 2 of the most recent anime games released are part of the cause of this decision by Bandai Namco without a doubt. And the 2 games I'm talking about, of course, first and foremost, Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash. This is a game that has underperformed majorly. Like, the success of this game has just not been there. It has not done very well at all. The numbers on Steam charts have not been good. And for anybody who wants to come down in the comments and be like, oh, Steam charts don't really mean anything, most people play anime games on like PlayStation and Xbox, things like that. Yes, I understand what you're saying on one end, because most people do play these games on PlayStation and Xbox, but at the same time, if a game is doing so poorly on Steam charts, it's probably somewhat of a reflection of how it's doing on PlayStation, because usually the more successful games like Xenoverse 2, like Ape Fighters, like is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot on Steam? Yeah, it should be. But games like that do better numbers overall on Steam than the ones that are not successful, like a Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash. So at the same time, looking at Steam charts is a way to see how many people are invested in this game, how many people are playing, things along those lines, right? And again, JJK has just done awful numbers on Steam charts, and it has gotten awful reviews from the people who have played it at the same time. Now, another game that I feel is contributing to this is Storm Connections. Like, Storm Connections is one of the biggest flopping Naruto games that I've really ever seen. This game just did very, very poorly for a Naruto game, and just for a game in general. The numbers have not been good in terms of sales, in terms of Steam charts and people playing it, all things like that. It has very much underperformed without a doubt. So I feel those 2 games are a big reason why this is happening. Now, I don't think all 5 of these games were anime related. The reason being is because, well, it would be kind of crazy to have 5 anime games in production at the same time, and really 6, because we know Sparking Zero is currently in production as well, since that game has not yet released. We still don't even know when it will release, for that matter. So again, I do not think these were all anime related games, but without a doubt, I would say that at least 2 probably were, and these games were most likely canceled, again, just due to the poor performance that was put out by Cursed Clash, by Storm Connections. But at the same time, again, this is good news for the future of games when it comes to not only anime related stuff, but anything that Bandai does, because Bandai is a fairly big gaming company. They are the ones behind Tekken. They have been involved in a lot of other projects as well that are not anime based. I believe they were involved they may be involved in Street Fighter in some way, and there's some, I forgot the other big one that they're involved in as well, but they just do a wide variety of games, not just anime related. So this is just good news for the gaming industry in the future when it comes to Bandai related stuff, and I'm just really happy to see that they are actually starting to learn their lesson when it comes to some of these games right here, because again, JJK Cursed Clash and Storm Connections just did not do well at all, and honestly it kind of shows for multiple reasons in the games themselves why they didn't do well. Like, Storm Connections was really just Storm 4 with a couple of new things in terms of how the gameplay was, but if you look at the graphics and just overall everything else, it was very, very similar to Storm 4. And then Cursed Clash, I did play it a little bit. Honestly, not a fan at all. I just did not like the way the game worked. It really was not that fun. It did not feel like it had crazy depth to it either. Like, it just, to me, my first impressions of the game, I didn't really give it a second chance because I just did not have that great of a time when I played it the first time. And granted, I was playing with homies as well. Like, you know, if a game is not that fun with the homies, then you know the game is just not that good overall. So games like that, I feel have a big you know, reasoning or a big part of why Bandai is actually doing this. And I'm just glad to see this, because the future of gaming from Bandai and anime games from them could be looking a lot brighter than it was. So JJK and Storm Connections had to fail for the future of anime gaming to really reach new heights, which I'm very, very excited for now that they have made this announcement. So let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments. Do you think that this is very good like I do for the future of anime games? Because again, the fact that they are finally starting to implement stricter quality control for their games would be absolutely amazing, in my opinion, at the very least. So let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments. But until next time, boys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope you have a good one. Peace, y'all.